Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. So the Toledo Rockets offense comes on the field first today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player. What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And here's the handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Rockets will have to punt this one away. Fair catch made at the 35. So Central Michigan's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field, it's Jefferson. It's the running back in the flat. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Let's it fly to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now.
Returner tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down of the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Rockets lining up here on 1st and 10. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action to get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The Rockets will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It is intercepted. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. To the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Gives it to the back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Tailback takes the handoff again. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down. The Chippewas are on the move here. There's the handoff. Great cut there. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
To the air, it's Jefferson. Looks left and finds his target there. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And the Chippewas are in the red zone. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Down he goes, a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Tried to use his legs to make the 1st down, couldn't get there, and now it's a 4th down call. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Complete on the shovel pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers, usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And the Rockets will line up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. They took a look just to confirm that. It looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. And now here comes the point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now they get set to kick it away. Turn starts inside the 15. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Central Michigan offense back out on the field now. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. To throw, it's Jefferson. Defense is coming after him. Just trying to get rid of it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Chippewas pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep ball caught inside the 10. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Oh, just short of the end zone. But a big play from this offense. Now we're going to see if this defense can just hold them to 3.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. And it's Central Michigan on top right now. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route movement. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Getting set. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Running back grabs it on a screen. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
The Rockets line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Second down after that completion. The shotgun running play call. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Important second down play coming up. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Try and muscle for the first down. And the Chippewas are looking to keep this drive going.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Toledo. This quarterback on fire today. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Chippewas offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Back to throw. It's Jefferson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He stays alive. Looking to scramble. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
The Chippewas come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter trade. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. And the Chippewas will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protect. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Rockets will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll see what he can do with the return. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Play action here on 1st down. Snags a quick throw. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Dropping back. It's Jefferson. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quick throw to his receiver. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go on the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big gain?
Short throw complete to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Running out of time in the pocket. Got him, he's sacked. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
1st and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Touchdown, Rockets. What an offensive showcase in the early going. Now the point-after attempt to make it a 1-point lead heading to the break. Extra point puts him in front by 1.
Boy, as a quarterback, you get down into this area of the field, you love having a big target to be able to throw the football to him. Defense is expecting to run. You put the ball up in the air and let the big tight end come down with a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So it's 1st down, but they'll just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half.
On the set.
Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we go through an entire regular season to get to this point, and thus far the MAC championship has seen it all. The unpredictable, yes, but some breathtaking plays as well. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the conclusion of the MAC Championship.
Thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Rockets will kick it off to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Central Michigan offense back out on the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Jefferson. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Chippewas will come to the line to run the hurry up.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Chippewas will have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And he'll be brought down. Second and goal for the offense. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Touchdown, Central Michigan. They'll take the lead in the second half. That's an old school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Man, that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air, he can frame that. That's a nice score to remember.
Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They give it to him again, but this time he's stopped short. They come up empty on the 2-point try. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Powerful running into the secondary. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chippewas.
What great job here of finding him.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. So they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
So second down after the incompletion. The shotgun handoff here. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up. Huge 4th down stop. Here comes the Chippewas offense back on the field. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. And the offense will begin now with excellent field position. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Caught quickly. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Chippewas line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And they're able to get him down.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it and 4th down in their territory and got stopped. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Single back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And that will pick up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 38. Receivers are bunched together. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch made over the middle. We get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I would keep looking to throw the ball downfield. These receivers are too talented, and this quarterback has an ability to get into a rhythm, and eventually they're going to hit some big plays.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. The Rockets will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Can he make it to the marker? Running through the tackle. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now.
You know, even though these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Will he score here? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards. Nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. And it's Central Michigan on top right now. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're setting out for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it to the left. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
Here's the 2nd down play. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Central Michigan. This offense is still clicking. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage curtain, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He pulls in the catch. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
They get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that 1st touchdown is always going to be good.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Runs through the defender. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. Touchdown, Rockets. This air attack is still unstoppable. UAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Central Michigan offense back out there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing. A couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
And he's brought down, but it's a first down spotted near the 41.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's running out of time here. And that catch is hauled in. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And the Chippewas will send their punt team onto the field. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Toledo. It was a foot race and he won it. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, 4th quarter, who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Coach makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Fires it to the wideout. And he makes the catch. That two-point try levels the game here in the late stages. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Central Michigan offense back out on the field now. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They'll hand it off. Fighting him off. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Back in motion now. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Caught in the flat by the running back. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go and now 4th down. The Chippewas will line up to punt it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. How about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Just checking the stats after that last completion. He's approaching 450 passing yards now.
Boy, this guy's doing everything right to be able to have a day like this. He drops back, he finds these open receivers, and he puts the ball right on the money. And how about the receivers, the job that they've done being able to make plays after the catch today?
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. And that's the 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one. The Rockets will try to keep this drive moving. On first down, it's play action. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And the Rockets starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now have a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground. 2nd
down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the 1st down.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for them. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Will kneel down again, trying to set up a potential game-winning field goal. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And they'll take a knee to set up a potential go-ahead field goal. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. It's good! What a way to win a conference championship! Special seasons have a way of bringing out the best in teams. Now they can call themselves champions of the MAC. Not easy to do. But we'll have to wait and see if the committee invites these MAC champions to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.